Hey everyone, this is Kirk here again at OptionAlpha.com, where we show you how to make smarter trades. And in tonight's video, we're going to go over the two earnings trades that we had for Monday, October 26th. So this is going to be a pretty busy week for earnings, no doubt. We only got 2 orders filled. We tried to get into 4 different trades, kind of stretched on some of the other things as far as pricing, meaning that we wanted to get a little bit more credit than the market actually got or was giving at the time. And because implied volatility wasn't as high as some of the ones like Baba and Coach, which we got into here tonight. So we'll go over these 2 trades, but this is going to be a really busy week. I know Wednesday and Thursday, there's a ton of companies announcing earnings, and we're going to try to be as part of as many of these companies announcing earnings as possible that also meet our criteria, meaning high implied volatility, pretty decent liquidity, and good pricing. Okay. So for earnings today in Baba, we went ahead and sold a wide strangle. Again, always using the weekly contracts. The frontmost contracts, when they're available, they have all the volatility and kind of premium juice built in, and they give us the best opportunity for the quickest decay in value after the earnings event. Now with Baba, what we ended up doing is selling the 85 calls and the 69 puts down below the market. Each of those positions or strikes is set at about the 1 standard deviation level, about the 15% probability of being in the money on either side. Still was able to give us a nice credit of about $1.16, which is good. Helps move our break-even point out just a little bit further. So here's a look at Baba. Again, implied volatility high in the 80th percentile. Stock's been on a little bit of a run recently, but that doesn't mean that it can't, change directions and go the other way for earnings. And again, with our strike prices, we moved well outside of the expected move. Inside of the Thinkorswim platform, expected move for Baba around earnings tomorrow is about $5.50. Our particular strikes move us obviously past that move on either end. You can see our call strike up here at 85. That's at about the 15% probability of being in the money. And then down below the market, we went down to the 69 strikes. And you can see again, that's about the 15% probability of being in the money. So we're trying to do this as balanced probability-wise as possible and trying to do it late in the day. And again, this is a great example because the stock was, up here today and over the last 2 days has been up from 70 to 76. So if you get into these earnings trades too early and you don't wait for that last day to enter the trade, you could be sitting with a position that's now moved almost $6+ in the wrong direction maybe if you initially entered it 2 days ago. So that's why we always want to enter these trades kind of the day before earnings, right before the market closes, just to get as neutral as we possibly can. So taking a look at Coach. Coach is the other one that we got into. Obviously, we want to do things super aggressive in Coach with implied volatility at the 100th percentile, low stock price. It doesn't, take a lot to carry the margin in a stock that's $30. And Coach is right at about $30, give or take a little bit of pennies on either side here. And so we wanted to do something super, super aggressive in Coach, and that's why we did the straddle right over the market at the 30 strikes. Again, so we sold the 30 calls, sold the 30 puts, took in a nice big credit of $2.67. That does get us beyond the expected move. It's basically just at the expected move. The credit that we received, and because the market's so fairly priced, gives us about a 70% chance of success right off the bat because it's equal to a 1 standard deviation move in Coach tomorrow when it announces earnings. So we'll see what happens, but again, we wanted to do things super, super aggressive and made it just ever so slightly directionally bearish just because of the stock, having a real tough time this year. But you can see lots of liquidity in these strikes, so it was very easy to get into and hopefully to get out of these things tomorrow. Okay, so those are the 2 earnings trades. Don't know where the stocks are after hours. Both of the companies announce before the bell tomorrow, but we'll obviously keep you guys updated as we go through the morning. Until next time, happy trading.